Good day everyone, my name is Leslie Cabangal and I am a reporter from Group 9 and I will be discussing about the tips in designing rubrics, the chapter 7 lesson 6. So first we will going to discuss what is rubrics. So rubric, it is to teach as well as to evaluate. Terms like this must be defined for student. So ang kaning rubrics, it is nang kumbaga mao ni ang baligay sa student on how they will going to assess. So ang kaning rubrics, it is the guide or ang guides ni siya para kumbaga ma-assess nila or ma-evaluate nila og tarong ang ilahang performance or para ma-perform nila og tarong ang ilahang mga assessment or pangatask. So this rubric serves us to evaluate the students' performance or assignment. So mao na siya ang rubrics. So this is the rubric for oral presentation. So these are the qualities that you might need in order for you to have a better oral presentation. So the criteria for this rubrics for oral presentation is the first one is it needs to gain attention of audience. So malamang need nato makuha ang kumbaga catch ang attention sa ato ang reader o sa audience. It is because it is an oral presentation. Presentation needs to have na kumbaga ma-satisfy ang atong audience or ang reader. So the quality for these rubrics is it needs the details or amusing facts, a series of questions, a demonstration, a colorful visual, or a personal reason why they pick this topic. So ang kaning kuan is it mao ni ang qualities or quality na you need to have para kumbaga ma-perfect nimo ang isa ka oral presentation. So if kung dili jud kayo satisfied ng isa ka ang teacher ani nga po is you only give a 2-sentence introduction, then start a speech, or you only give 1-sentence introduction. Kumbaga brief lang kayo imong gihatag. So dili kay siya satisfying na presentation imong gihatag. So ang last one is dili jud sa wala siya ning kuan sa level na gusto sa standard na gusto ani nga in order for you to have this kind of oral presentation, you do not or does not attempt to gain attention of audience or just start speech. So ang kanipod na oral presentation is kumbaga you only give a boring speech or presentation. So mao nang nakakuha ka ana, it is because you only dili nimo makuha or di ka makagain og audience ani. So those are the qualities that you need in order for you to have a better grade in oral presentation. So mao ni siyang mga guide na kumbaga better ang ato ang oral presentation. So those are the rubrics for oral presentation. So the second one is the rubric for evaluating a scrapbook. So ang criteria or the criterion for this rubrics, you should always give enough details. It is because dili ta mag-focus usahay lang pod sa kaning kumbaga physical appearance or the design of the scrapbook or the portfolio, but we need also to give enough details because ang mga importante man gud aning scrapbook or the is the details that you entails in that specific activity. It is because it is usually nga ginapangita sa teacher, so we need to have enough details. So the following are the qualities that you need in order for you to have a better grade in scrapbook or in order for you to have a guide in evaluating a scrapbook. So the first one, yes, I put in enough details to give a reader sense of time, place, and events. So this part is kaning kumbaga mao ni ang perfect grade na kumbaga makuha sa isa ka student kung nahatag niya ang tama nga details or exact details na ginapangita sa teacher. So the second one is, yes, I put some details but some keys are details and are missing. So ang kani is medyo lacking ang iyang details and needs to improve. The third one is, no, I didn't put enough details but I did include a few. So medyo lacking gud, mas lacking ni siya nga part, so mas lesser ang iyang grade ani nga part. So the third one is, no, I had almost no details. Mao na ang pinakababa nga grade. It is because medyo lack ang iyang kuan. So it really needs to improve to ani nga activities. So ang kani nga kuan, third one is the well-designed rubrics. So ang kani nga kuan, it is the guide for us in order for us to achieve a well-designed rubrics. So the first one, performance dimension that are critical to access successful task completion. The second one, criteria that reflect all important outcomes of the performance task. A rating scale that provide usable, easily interpreted score. Criteria that reflects concrete references in clear language, understandable to students, parents, and others. So ang kaninga kuan is you need to have rating scale na kumbaga dali lang gud sa maintindihan sa kanang mga student. It is because pag once man mogamit ka og mga non-familiar or unfamiliar words, malamang magkaroon of confusion or misconception sa imong rubrics. So the third one is the next one is the criteria that reflect nga kumbaga unsa imong gusto nga outcome sa performance task. So it wish usually na kumbaga pinaka-importante nga mga outcome or unsa imong gusto nga outcome sa ilang performance. So these are the
automating performance-based tests, automated performance testing checks, and speed, response, time, reliability, resource usage, and scalability of software under an unexpected workload by leveraging automation. Okay, in this segment, the goal of performance testing is to eliminate performance bottlenecks, issues fast so you can move faster in today's digital reality in the bottleneck software. So performance should be testing will be automated. Why? Because if you will be perform the manual functional testing, it's absolutely essential that you automated to your performance testing, and yet some companies attempt to perform load and stress testing manually. So the following should be kept in mind as we design a performance-based test. Each performance task problem that is used in this test should be clearly defined in terms of performance standard, not only for the end of the result, but also the strategies, and use the various stage of process. Okay, for the example for that, as an instructor, it should be must na hindi ka lang bumabase at the end of the result, at the end of the task, and for each and every one, for the student or the overall performance, you must specify the level of the performance, competency, and skills, and each one of them, and also to know what capable for doing their task and who's more responsible and have a good characteristics for being a student.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, sir. This is Clarice Jean alias, and I would be emphasizing the following should keep in mind as we design in a performance-based test. So first, a user need not always end up accomplishing the task. Hence, it is important milestone that the test taker reaches while solving the problem. So it says that the test taker should pay attention to significant checkpoint they reach while working through the problem, because a user need not always succeed in completing the assignment. The second is having defined the possible strategies, the process and milestone selection of tasks that compromise a test should allow the design of good rubrics for scoring. So it says that the choice of tasks that make up a test should enable the creation of effective scoring rubrics after the potential strategies, the process, and the milestone have been determined. So last one, every aspect of the problem-solving activity that we wish to test has to lead to a set of changes in the system so that the testing software can collect evidence of the student's competency. So, it says that in order for the testing program to be able to gather proof of students' proficiency, every part of the problem-solving activity that we desire to evaluate must result in a set of modification in the systems.